Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of All Things Video. I'm your host Terry Lee, otherwise known as Queen Geek. This week I'm going to be discussing 3 of my favorite video toolbox applications. The first one I'm going to start with is ScreenFlow. ScreenFlow I use typically for recording, editing, and producing my screencast. This is the first screen that pops up. By default, it's going to be recording your desktop. You can actually click on whether you want to record yourself. Hello. You can tell it that you want to record audio, test, from a different source, or say from your built-in microphone. But maybe you don't want an audio screencast. You could have purely just video. The third option down here is recording your computer audio. I'm just going to click it, and so you can see real quickly. Here's how we would stop it. Let's go to YouTube where we could actually have some action. And you'll know when I go into editing, I'm going to zoom in on this. So let's actually stop. And I stopped the editing of ScreenFlow. And this is what pops up. Already my video of what I recorded. So if I play it, I wasn't recording any audio. And you can see everything is pretty much here. I can do a call out, and I add, click on the video, add a call out, and it's going to follow where my mouse is. So I could make this not so dark behind. Add my video action. And over here, so let's see how this looks. And that's how you kind of zoom in. So I could, if I had audio, I could increase the audio for this particular screencast. And let's see, change mouse pointer zoom in effects. And if you had other media, such as another recording, movies, key point presentations, just any type of media. And if you had another recording, you could also add that in here. You can add to. So let's say you paused it or anything happened, you can come back and record additional information into this. So let's say this is all we wanted to do, and down at the end, well, I didn't really want all this. I can actually mark an endpoint, which is I and O. So I could hit I, and then I could delete, or I could say trim from the front of the scrubber, which is this marker here, to the end, or ripple delete, and it brings everything forward. What you don't see is if there was an audio track down here, it would keep everything in sync and move it forward. So let's say I was done with my video, and now I want to actually, well, first we should save it, and let's call it Demo Fave Apps. Let's export it. Now I can say use it custom size because it's already in 1280 by 720 HD. I want to leave it at the highest resolution. I can always scale down. Let's say I made it for the web, and it's going to go ahead and export my movie. Now you should be prepared that if you have a large film or video, it can take quite a while to export it. This is a short clip, so it's not going to take that long. Okay, now that I've exported my movie, and I haven't done any editing on it just for demo purposes, I'm going to actually run Stomp. Stomp is a video compression utility. And actually, let's remove this one. It's great because you can just add a video down here to your recording, and then there's several presets for whatever it is you want to export it for. So I know this is going to end up on Blip TV. So I select the option that I want, my recording, and I can have multiple recordings down in here, but only one preset at a time, and then I can just process it. And it asks me for a default name, and right now we're just going to put it on the desktop, and it always appends which type or which output type you're putting it to. So I kind of like that. And it will go through and it will compress it. A popular preset obviously would be YouTube. If you look over here, it automatically has the settings that YouTube uses, and you can modify these. If you want, you can up here and you can create your own preset. I find that the presets that they already include typically are enough. And we're done. Our next one is Visualhub. And it's more of a conversion program than anything. It will take your video and convert it for iTunes format with H.264 encoding. It'll automatically add it to your iTunes library. Put it in DV format, which for people that use Final Cut or even Final Cut Express, you can click this button and it does all the converting for you so that it's more compatible with Final Cut. I primarily use it for Flash, and especially sometimes when I'm uploading to blip.tv. I know we converted one and compressed one for Blip, but it puts it in its .mov format. And if you know anything about Blip, it uses Flash natively. You can actually upload your Flash instead of having them convert it. And the best part about this is you don't actually have to buy Flash to do it. So if I were to drag my video over here, I'm actually going to leave it at standard, and I'm going to use the raw.flv format, and I'm going to save it to the desktop. And what I like about this, additionally, is that I've had problems with some files converting on Blip. And so with this, I'm already putting it in Flash format, and I can upload this file, and there's no conversion process on Blip's service, and it works great. You can actually convert files to TiVo and upload them to your TiVo. The format is already there, and I should say the profile is already there, and if you know how to do that, you can upload it. I've done it a couple of times. It works great. Put it in Windows format without actually having Windows on your computer. That's a nice one too. Different other profiles, home theater, make it portable, much smaller, even for the Wii. Can specify which devices, if you only wanted to work with an Apple TV or a particular version of the iPod or even the iTouch. And there you have it. I now have my Flash file. For other tips, check out queengeek.me and see you next time.